and gentlemen, let's get rid of that. Jimmy Budd has finally arrived, but I can't hear him. Should we start? Oh, what? No, it's coming out of the... Oh, my God. See, look, I sent you the Zoom invitation not 20 minutes ago.
I was in the weird room for 3 minutes.
That is maybe true. Bear with me. This preferences malarkey. Speakers needs what? There he is. Right, I can hear you now.
You hear me now? You take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, Rankin, please don't go.
I've had enough. I'm going. I'm sorry. You've driven me to it. It was always inevitable. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fucking end of 2020. Thank the baby Jesus. Thank Cockney Jesus, who, if I just raise my arm a little bit, he just sort of comes into view, which is, I'm pretty pleased with this. Like, oh, there he is.
He comes in and out like the baby off the Teletubbies.
Yeah, he's just there, just looking out as the meteors rain down onto society and give us all sweet, sweet respite. Well, cheers to you, Jimmy Budd.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. I've got this as well. So
hey!
This one's for Danny. There he goes.
I'd have thought I didn't think he'd be a red stripe drinker.
Oh, of course he is. He fucking love a can of the stripe. I can get 5 stripes down your neck and I'll fucking stripe you cunt. That's what he says to me when I ring him up in the middle of the night.
Like for advice or to whisper sweet nothings in his ear, in his Cockney ear.
Well, I try to, but generally what I get is life advice that culminates in him threatening to kill me. That's his advice. Fuck off or I'll kill you. Which is fair enough, isn't it? It's fairly sage advice.
We've all wanted to see it.
Yeah. I mean, well, what? Yeah, right. I give you lot so much grief, don't I? Yeah. Right. I mean, I'm looking through these awards here, Jimmy, and half of them are related to me being cyberbullied.
No, 1 or 2, perhaps.
Okay, well, more than 2. Look, I only had a look at the full list earlier, and oh boy, it's extensive. What a year it's been!
Like I've been thorough but fair.
Yes.
But I'll be honest, to scale it down to so few it's been a difficult time. I mean, it's been that difficult. You've started vaping.
Yeah, genuinely, that is how hard the year's been. I'm starting to turn into things which previously I mercilessly hated. Maybe if next year is as bad, I'm going to have a fucking e-scooter and start getting into craft ales. Honestly, I'll
one step closer to the OnlyFans.
I'll be running the Upside Down house, riding my e-scooter in every day, and finishing at 4 to drink a craft ale, and I'd queue up for it as a fat childless millennial for my own upside down house. I mean, I feel like 2020 has been a giant upside down house.
Yeah. I mean, that sculpture was it was basically a sign of things to come.
Pretty much.
Thrust in your face to be like, well, you'll deal with the worst now because it's not going to get any better than this.
Well, I guess it's character building, isn't it? You know, you've got to, maybe Goggins has said something about it, or Jocko Willink. What makes you fucking miserable may at the same time somehow make you stronger. So shut up about it. I think that's what Goggins said.
Something like that, but I mean, you can't really hear him for the calluses on his feet.
Man, there should be some sort of award for that picture of David Goggins' feet. If someone showed you those and went, that's the only proof we have of Bigfoot, you'd go, well, that seems convincing to me.
Jack would be able to do a whole show on that.
Yeah, 100%.
Whole show, pause for thought on Goggins' feet. Literal pause for thought.
Yeah, Christ. The pause of some truly repugnant beast. Oh, my God. Right, so I was doing the math, as Goggins would say. I'm doing the math, man. Doing the math of how we've got over 30 awards here. So for 2 hours, we only get 4 minutes per award. And we're already 6 minutes in, Jimmy.
Let's be honest, right? We're going to breeze through many of these. There'll be little breakdowns. There'll be tidbits. There'll be quotes here and there. But, I mean,
Sure.
I'm looking, and we can blitz maybe 5-10 of them at a time. Some of them are going to be very short.
Just rattle them all off and fucking go home.
Quick explanation. Yeah, like the award show there. Like, everyone wants the Oscars to be, but it never is. There's always the fucking dragging out, the clapping on. What you could do, list the awards out, get them all done, do the fucking shit bit where someone sings a song, and then have, I don't know, like half an hour of watching what they do afterwards when they're all getting beaked up at the after party or something.
Yeah, if they just threw up an Excel spreadsheet onto a big screen, which had them all listed out, everyone could just look at it and go, no, best actor, okay. Cool. All right, we're off. We're going down the pub. That'd be much better. No acceptance speeches, nothing else. It's literally, they just flash up an Excel spreadsheet for like 10 minutes at the most, and then maybe you download it afterwards. Job done. Don't cost any money. You could have an intern do it. Easy.
I mean, the other thing you could do is just like, you could tell them before the award show, here, look, you're in the running, but you don't win. And then they don't even have to fucking show up.
Yeah, right. What a waste of people's time to get them out. They got their Sunday best on, slathering all the makeup on, only not to win. Save them the shame, the absolute horrific shame of not winning an Oscar. I mean, I know I'm not going to win, so I stay at home.
Yeah, I've never turned up to an Oscar once.
Never.
Even that time when I thought I was in for Best International Lead in a person in a supporting role, I thought, you know what? It's not going to go to me. I'm not going to go.
I thought you were in the running for Best Trans Woman of Colour, but it turns out that was World Around You won it. So
that was a safe bet. That was a very safe bet.
I had to think on my feet with that one.
Yeah, I thought you dug yourself a hole. I mean, it's a travesty that I didn't.
Yeah,
I will be right. I'll be writing in.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. It won't be. 2020 might have been the year of the Karen, but 2021 will be the year of the Jimmy.
Start legal proceedings against everyone just to get the year off to a decent start. I'm submitting.
I've done it before.
Yeah, right. He's got form. He'll do it. He'll see it through to the bitter end. Don't take me to court. I've got nothing to give. There's nothing to get out of me.
I've seen. Trust me.
Yeah, I could send you some old Ram Records releases, so I guess I do have a few things.
You could send us some more coffee so me and Bob can grow some more mushrooms in it.
Yeah, decent. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah,
I've got as we speak. I've got a massive cluster of mushrooms forming from Double Drop Coffee.
Wow, another use case that I'd never considered.
It's absolutely amazing, mate. You're basically building sustainable psychedelics.
Brilliant. That's always what I've always dreamed of. I've a real knack for doing things that are quite fun but make no money whatsoever.
Yeah, unwittingly.
Yeah. Christ. Right, Jimmy Brad, let's get into these goddamn awards.
Right. Do you want to do the first one then?
Yeah, so what we do, we're going bottom up.
Bottom up, as everything's best in life.
Okay.
You want to start in the bottom and work your way to the top.
Fair enough. Yeah, it sounds like the story of my sex life.
It was sort of the joke that you didn't have to tell, and I was fucking. I mean, you didn't have to do the punchline.
Right, fair enough. Hayley's giving me eyeballs now.
So
no, I know. There's I don't think we could offer you up another set. We've got headphones, but I don't think there's anything to plug them into.
I was going to say Jamie's here as well, but I'll be honest, she probably doesn't want to be involved.
No, I'm in smart mode.
She actually has she's got a professional career to worry about.
Yeah, imagine having one of them.
It's mental, isn't it? I wouldn't dare think about that.
Christ, it doesn't bear thinking about. All right, so we're doing the Lobster Awards first.
Yeah, from the very bottom.
From the very bottom. Now, if anyone's tuned into this just because they're a sort of regular coffee and memes listener, but they've never actually.
I'll send a notification out as well because we haven't done.
Oh, I got one queued up, but I didn't send it out. Yeah,
typical form.
Yeah, classic. 418 people who've still stupid enough to have their notifications turned on. One of them is me.
It's been in me. I'm one as well. I've been in my mum's one as well, which is fucking. Honestly, it blesses me hard. It's been in and around the 420 mark, and it keeps getting to 420 and then dipping below. And every time I have a little buzz, and then it just goes off again.
Well, Side20 has got it on, and it makes the same sound that his PayPal app makes when he gets money from something. So I always have just a little bit of joy knowing that when he hears that, he's going to get a little bit of disappointment. Just a little bit of disappointment on Uncle Rankin.
That one's for free. No charges on that one. No 10%.
Yeah, you bastard. Enjoy that. Just double check, make sure we're still streaming. There we go. Someone called Segway Dashcam. Segwani Dashcam has contributed.
you've got
£5
some
on the
Asian
super
bots.
chat. Is that an?
You've got some Asian bots following you. If you look on yesterday's show, your top comment is from.
It's from a bot. I like that.
Profile.
That's how you know you're starting to make it big. You know, once you've got the bots following you.
Yeah, and you didn't even have to pay for them. I mean, how much is it to pay for one bot? Because you can pay for like 100,000 or something in one go, but how much is one?
I don't know. It's probably the same amount you make from one Spotify stream. Maybe or a million Spotify streams. I don't know.
Grain of rice.
Yeah, quite. Let me just. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and just organise something very quickly so that Hayley can hear what's going on. It seems to be fair.
In the meanwhile, I'll take over and do a little bit of introduction of what's going to happen.
Yes, that's a good plan. I'm going to have to take my headphones off.
We have 3 sections of awards coming up for ladies and gentlemen. The first section, which is the one that's obviously going to be read out first, that's the Lobster Awards. Lobster Awards are all awards for people from within and around the Threshold group, gathering, cult. Be that's hosts, hostesses, DJs, fans, people in the Discord, basically just core family. If you don't get one of these, it basically means you're not loved. What can I say about that? After that, there's a short section called the Good Times Awards. Good Times Awards will be going from to people from outside the station. People that may or may not have been brought up through the year on our shows. People we know and love. Just people who have gone that extra mile this year to deserve an award in 2020. And then last but certainly by no means least, the Music Awards. We've got Dubstep, got Album of the Year, we've got Label of the Year, we've got Best Artist, got Shoe Thrower, and then we've got another award that's just a special award that we're not going to name yet because it's pretty much a fucking giveaway about what it is. I've done that. I've done the bits.
Right, yeah. Cheers for that, Jimmy. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Yeah. Hayley can hear on one ear now, so that's better.
Hello,
than nothing,
Hayley.
isn't it? Hey, do you want a mic? Do you want mic volume, Hayley? If you want, you got a microphone just there. Why don't you do a beatbox or something? Do a rap.
Yeah.
Come on, look. Look, babe. Say a few words. You know.
You got that anti-Zionist speech you were reading us earlier.
Yeah. What was that thing about? It said who controls the media? What was?
Got that bank rap.
I'll keep that down. Let's keep that mic off. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Threshold 2020 Awards, starting off with the Lobster Awards. If you are not part of the Threshold Discord, these will almost certainly mean very little to you.
Absolutely nothing, yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Okay, so to open the awards, Best Non-Existent Listener from an Imaginary Country goes to your boy, Big Shawnee Simpson. Round of applause, Big Shawnee Simpson. He listens from a country that does not exist. How does he do it? He's upside down. He's living on a dimension that one cannot even fathom.
He's already in 2021.
He is. He has been for a little while, actually.
He is in the future. So, I mean, not only is he non-existent, but he's non-existent from a different dimension, from a different time space. So if he's got all the access to all of that entertainment and the ability to travel across space and time, and he still chooses to tune into this at ungodly hours of the morning, he had to have something.
Yeah, it's 4:00 in the morning for him, I believe. So,
Yes.
I mean, Jesus, if he was still listening now, I think we might have to upgrade his award.
It's not, but it's not just that, mate. Like, we'll be doing sets when we just do daft live streams at like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock. If Bill's had a few cans, 2 till 4, and then he'll still be there. There'll be one listener in Australia, as well as Russia. Still haven't cracked who that is, but there'll be one Australian listener. It's just Shawnee Simpson in his imaginary land, just bopping away like.
Yeah, he's just getting it done. Just I don't know. He's deep in some database somewhere. Just living inside the ones and the zeros.
Surviving on a diet of vitamin Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think he may well be. You know what, Jimmy? He may well be.
I'm not going to degrade you by doing your accent.
Go on, I'd love it.
Go on, I'd love it.
Oh, you do? Oh, it's It sounds like when an American does an English accent. All right, mate, how's it going?
Fucking hell.
Oh, I've just got to go and have tea with the Queen.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, possibly. It's as I said, I wasn't going to do that, but that sounds to you what yours sounds like to me.
Right. No, fair enough. Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. Not gonna, I shall now stop doing it.
It's fucking me neither, mate. Don't you worry. That was more Essex, I know.
Sounds more like Haley.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'll do you next. I want to do this one.
Yep.
Because
Please do.
this man, there's only one. People will notice that we haven't got runners up for 99% of these awards because there was only one win. It may seem like I've created awards just so someone could win them. I assure you that this was taken from a list of very well-known awards that are given out. And I looked at D&B Arena, I looked at Duplock, I looked at DJ Mag, and I just took the best ones from there.
Yep.
This one is for someone who, to him, a solid connection doesn't really need to apply. He drifts in and out of time and space. He joins when he wants. He leaves when he wants. He'll do it several, 10, 20, 30 times during his own set on a Tuesday.
And it's not parallax before you.
It's not parallax, not yet. But this one is for best internet connection, and there could only be one winner. Stranger, if you'd please like to take a step forward and accept your award for having by far the strongest and finest internet connection of all of Threshold.
Even better than mine. Even better than Cy Twiddy's hamster wheel-based internet connection.
Not only does he pull his own reloads, but he restarts his own router more times than anyone else per set that I've ever known in my life, and still manages to not fuck up the mix, but like during it. I've gone for pisses while I've been in a set, but I've never had to go and reset my internet connection 2 or 3 times and come back. Stranger, that one's for you, my friend.
Well done. And here's to you to defend that award in 2021.
That one's sponsored by OpenReach.
The next award, sponsored by the People's Republic of Keck, it's the award for spiciest memer. Now, a man not afraid to let things like political correctness, taste and decency, humour get in the way of the memes that he posts. He believes that memes should belittle everyone equally, I think.
Yeah. On that front, he's a very fair man.
One of the most fair, one of the most egalitarian gentlemen out there. So much so that he stripped off naked to double drop the 9.
He did take the station to what could be said as new lows or new highs, depending on your view.
Yeah.
But somewhere it's never been before.
Undoubtedly. So, spiciest memer award goes to, of course, Mr. Merck. Round of applause.
Danny Dyer's appearing. he
just come out of the clouds.
It's like he's a clap on God. Like you've got clap on lights. Danny Dyer just appears when you clap. What a power that would be.
Shawnee Simpson is in the chat. It's 4:00 in the morning for him, but he's still here. He could be into sort of golden lobster territory at this point. God bless him.
He told you, man. He's dedicated. He's got that dedication.
God damn,
sweet boy. Is it my turn? Oh,
This
one. But the thing is, right? He never tunes in at this time.
No.
He won't be here to receive this. So
he comes in, does his fucking show, and going fucks off.
He might. To be fair, I don't think we got his permission slip back from his mum, so he might not even be allowed to come. So the next one, it goes to. I mean, Threshold. We're all about ethics and morals.
Yes.
We believe that you shouldn't be bound by race, colour, sex, sexuality to play and perform on this station. It's a platform for anyone. And
sure.
we're also in that
as long as they're
respect
complete scumbags, they can come on this station.
But in the efforts of fairness, we're also not against child labour. So
it could be very character building.
Some would say it could be the best, most formative years of your life.
I mean, and when you say some might say, there was actually a Guardian article sponsored by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation about how child labour can be very character building. That sounds like a joke. You're welcome to Google it.
Yeah, is it not?
Yeah, no, not a joke. Yeah, Squiff sent me that one a few months ago.
I was about to extend on that.
I thought it was a parody article, genuinely.
In that article, it found that 6 of 10 former Nike employees are now multimillionaires after spending their toddler years sewing Air Max. But yeah, best child labour employee could go to one and only. It's the under-12s. It's Boca Jr. himself, Mr. Boca.
God bless him. He's studying for his SATs.
He's at RJ. He's had to do his homework from home on Zoom.
It's being homeschooled by a pair of drunks, but he's having a great time with it and plays some roaring Amen tunes every Monday morning.
Some would say that's his therapy. That's what he does to get in his hole, to try not to deal with the stress of being a young lad going through puberty. But well done to him for just being the best of the children, the best of the kids that we've got on the station. And we have many kids.
Yeah, don't look too deeply into that, but just it's just children knocking about.
That one's sponsored by Wayfair.
I'm going to start selling Threshold merch that's like 15 grand. Maybe it'll come with Boca in it. Who knows?
One will. One will. Like, you get one as a code in. If you read the code on it, Boca comes to your house.
Cuts in and plays a nice like 98 set or something.
Yeah.
Right, next award is for the hardest grafter. A man putting in the work, putting in the effort, rolling up his sleeves, not afraid to get a bit mucky, not afraid to get a bit covered in crap. God bless him.
Number one, I don't think this could also be award for highest mileage. They definitely coincide. I've never known anyone be able to traverse a country in the short space of time and on a daily basis that this man manages to. Take it away.
The award for hardest grafter goes to our man, Mr. John Forsyth. God bless him. Hayley, will you clap? I swear to God. Embarrass me in front of these arseholes. I mean, good people. John Forsyth, well done, my man. A hard fucking grafter. Is he on the decks? Is he down a poo pipe? He's just getting it done. He's
playing us in at midnight.
Is he? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. Aye. So that's gonna be so big.
Aye.
The last time he played Cotton Eye Joe with Can't Touch This. So we don't know how that's gonna go. Yeah.
That is truly nightmarish. God bless him.
That is double dropping the 9 material. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's up there. Over to you.
Next up is I've got this gain very high. Sort yourself out. Next one is this one's going to the people in the group who can actually make tunes besides yourself.
I can, but I won't.
Yeah, I was going to say you have no output this year, so it can't have been you.
Jesus, it probably is the first year that I've not released a record since 2004.
I don't think if you'd have released.
And you saw what happened to society. This is all my fault. I'm sorry. I should have put out a novelty dubstep this year. I will take the responsibility of all of 2020's ills onto my shoulders.
You could have released a Karen drum and bass tune.
Yes,
loads of public freak out samples.
Yes.
You'd have made a fortune. You'd have made at least £3.50 from Spotify. But yeah, this one's going to the people in the group who make music. Obviously, there's production chat, and people are always making vida vibes in there. Many vibes. You've got the Big 8 in there, or he likes to be called Datum, which is that's a name.
He makes nice tables, our Big 8.
He what?
Makes tables as well.
He makes all sorts of metalwork and furniture, and it looks damn nice. It does.
Yeah.
But it looks like he charges a lot for it that I could probably get in like IKEA for much less.
Fair enough. I mean, maybe we could get him to start when we do start our own sort of Wayfair human trafficking situation, which is inevitable. Perhaps he could make the wardrobes.
Yeah. He'll make some artisan wardrobes, and his girlfriend can paint them because she paints stuff. I mean, this is all coming together. We've pretty much got a self-sustaining child trafficking business.
Yeah. By the way, big out. Sorry, you haven't won this award, but just talking
No,
about
you
you
haven't.
apropos for nothing. Yeah, sorry,
Just,
Dave.
it just started.
Don't get your hopes
What a
up.
brilliant- No, you've got people like him. You've got people like Parallax. You've got Build, obviously. You've got Bocker, but this one goes for someone who is just, he's got the output. He started his first ever Threshold set with Flavor for Raver into Twist 'em Out, or the other way around.
There you go. Wow, that's a large part of my childhood right there.
You're setting levels there, aren't you? Let's be honest. Without doubt, the producer of the year goes to our friend from Germany, Mr. Fireflake.
Fireflake in the house.
For his efforts towards hardcore, for his efforts towards drum and bass, for his YMCA remixes, for his piss taking of John B.
Dankeschön, Fireflake. Dankeschön.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I don't know German, so I'm not.
Well,
gonna join
as
in with
Fireflake always says, gegen Dummheit gibt es kein Pillen, which translates to Jimmy Budd is the worst ever. Which translates to there is no cure for stupidity, which is my favourite German saying.
That's the same thing.
Yeah. Fireflake best producer, nice. To be honest, I've not kept up with being that I've not released any records or have any interest in making any music at the moment. I haven't really kept up with the production thread in the Discord. So for all I know, Build could have made the next Beethoven's Fifth, and I wouldn't even know about it.
But I mean, Build's been on a path of art. But it's gone from beyond music making now. He's beyond making tunes. He's now making art with mixes and sampling.
Yeah, he's turning himself into art, I believe.
Have you ever seen the film Taxidermy?
Yes, that is exactly. That is undoubtedly the trajectory for Build. To build himself a kind of Heath Robinson machine, where turning himself into a living and then dying piece of art.
It's just a jungle set with BMX videos over the top. I can't believe you've seen that film either, because
yeah.
I have asked so many. It's fucking weird.
I was thinking about it just the other day, actually, weirdly.
It's up there with one of the weirdest films I've ever seen because
100%.
of they managed each story. For people that don't know, it's basically like an anthology almost, but it tells it from the viewpoint of a granddad, a dad, and a son. The first one is in World War II and ends up shagging a pig.
Yeah. That's the scene I was thinking about. I was in the shower and it was freezing cold, and for some reason, because he's in this sort of shed and it's so cold that he's like sucking on a candle. He's sucking the flame into his mouth to try and keep warm. I was just thinking about that, and then he shags a pig. Great film. Yeah. I don't know if it's on Netflix.
And then his son becomes a champion eater when Eaton's in the Olympics for some reason, and then his son becomes a taxidermist and then creates a taxidermy machine to fucking stuff himself to kill himself and stuff himself.
Yeah, lovely.
Well,
it's a really heartwarming sort of festive family favourite.
People say Die Hard's a Christmas film, but Taxidermia, that truly is a Christmas film. That's one to sit around with the Toblerone, some cheese and crackers, and just really enjoy it with the grandma and the sons.
Taxidermy, a Serbian film, just all of your festive favourites.
Is it Irreverence? Not Irreverence. What's it called, the French film?
Irreversible.
That's the one, Irreversible.
Yeah. Cute film. Yeah, Antichrist. Any Lars von Trier number, really. Cute films.
Martyrs. Lovely.
Cute. Next award is for best guest / co-host, I guess. Really. So one of the to be honest, Threshold, the members of Threshold, members of the Lobster crew you wouldn't say that they are shy of speaking their minds, shy of letting you know what their personal opinion on a subject is, would you say?
I'd say there are maybe a couple, but for the majority, we could probably tell what everyone's thinking at any point because they'll just tell you.
Yeah, quite. So the award for best guest / co-host, of course, must go to Squiff, a champion of the people, a family favourite, as well as Taxidermia and a Serbian film. Lady Squiff, a round of applause.
Are you saying that people should sit around at Christmas and watch Lady Squiff?
No, they should sit around and, they should go outside at 8 o'clock and clap for her.
Clap for her?
Yes.
I think that's only fair, yeah.
I can just imagine the look on her face. It's like she was just sat there in the living room and just suddenly it's like, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock and just hears this thundering outside. It's just everyone.
I don't know if I talked about it on my show, like when it happened months ago. Probably not, but when the clapping thing first happened, it was during the first lockdown. Me and my mate had took a good handful of mushrooms and went walking with the dog. And we'd been out for hours. And on the way back, we're walking back from woods and we're coming back through an estate. And as we're walking, everyone just comes outside and starts clapping us. And we're the only people walking down the road.
Oh, Christ.
And it was for like a 30-second period where me and my mate are just looking at each other going, the fuck are they clapping at us for? Still tripping balls heavily. And then there was a moment of us realising, oh, right, yeah, it's for the NHS. And then there was the thought of going, they're staring at us because we're not clapping. And we were pressured into clapping for these people.
That's how it starts. That's how this creeping authoritarianism starts, Jimmy Bad.
People on both sides just clapping at us while staring like, you're going to fucking do this.
Hold on. Wasn't it a thing in the Soviet Union, like where Stalin would give a speech and everyone would clap and it's like you just had to keep going because if you were the first to stop, you got the fucking chop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a rather unpleasant similarity going on there.
I would say that encourages optimism and enthusiasm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not 1984 at all in any way.
The next award is, I think it could have been between one of three people, but it mainly come between two people.
You're missing out. Oh no, sorry, carry on. Sorry. I believe the award above also was a toss up between two people.
Yeah, I need to explain that one. So this one goes to the best voice on the station, which is, I mean, come on, that's prestigious.
Yeah,
a radio voice is it's 90% of the job unless you're just playing tunes.
Yeah, the competition is high with the dribbling retards that present shows on this station. So the competition for best voice, it really is it's a tough one for the absolute mouth breathers that present shows on this 2-bit fucking charade.
Do you ever hear this accent on normal radio? Do you fuck?
No. Sadly, not a lot of people talk about this, but even in 2020, a regional accent is still considered a disability.
Still a jailable offence, isn't it? Can you still be sectioned?
It should be.
If I go to London,
you come south of the M25, mate. It's probably still in law. It's just not enforced that much.
It's one of those accents. I shit you not. My mate moved down from Sunderland to go to uni in London, and some lad has to borrow his phone. He's blind drunk and not clocking that this lad wants to nick his phone. And he's like pissed. He's going, "Give us a second, mate. Give us a second, mate." He's like, "Oh, let's borrow your phone." He's like, he turned around and goes, "Fucking here you go." It said it aggressively, but was obviously being friendly because he was going to borrow his phone just because he thought the lad needed it. The lad took it, looked at it, give him the phone back. It was like, no, sorry, mate, I'm all right. He didn't even realise till the next day. He was like, hey, that lad was trying to rob me, and then just heard the way I talked and just went, actually, no, I'm not going to rob this lad here. I'm just gonna part company and go.
It's a useful bit of self-defence. A really thick northern accent.
The best radio voice of 2020 goes to Nick Brock, and it was one that was recommended to me by a few people. I'd like to point out that I haven't just chosen all of these myself. There's been people have commented and messaged us privately, and Nick Brock got a resounding few comments. It was between him and Parallax.
Yep, 100%.
100%. Or Jack for his unique accent. His unique radio accent is marvelous.
Unique presentation style.
Yeah, but it came down to those two, and Nick Brock just clinched it. So, I mean...
Do you think this clapping is patronising, or don't know?
Do you not think the entirety of these awards are patronising?
Yeah, we do. We need an applause. Or maybe I've got one, you know. I might actually have an applause sound effect. Come on, guys.
Have you got canned laughter and canned laughing?
Yeah, probably.
Fantastic.
Gotcha, bitch.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, it is. Do that again.
Gotcha, bitch.
I mean, all right, a round of applause for Nick Brock. I do.
Yes.
It's always nice to just cut it off. I'm sure I've got applause somewhere.
You got a Danny Dyer clip, so when he appears, we can play Danny Dyer as approval.
It's appalling.
No. I don't know. I've got a fog on. Oh, I have to hold that one down. That's what we should do in 2021. We should be replacing all air horn noises with fog horns.
Oh, imagine reggae events.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's... No thanks. Car screech drum roll.
Hey.
Come on, we should have this before announcing you. We should have thought this through more, Jimmy. I think it's what we're getting at here. But you know
what? Gordon messaged me before this, being like, "Is it on YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah, we're working that out now." I said, "To be honest, it's probably the most professional thing I've ever helped to do this station." And yeah, we've quickly realised that there's a lot of things we probably could have done better.
Yeah, maybe.
Surprise, motherfucker.
French fries, motherfucker.
All right, so we're just going to have the canned laughter instead of the applause, I think, because it does break into applause. So that'll.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Bildo is given £20 on the super chat. One absolute hero. Christ, unbelievable.
Halves on the bag.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, what kind of naughty Albanian pub grub are you going to get for $19.99?
That's half.
Oh, it's half. Yeah. Yeah, still, though. Very naughty.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, Christ. I believe you should take the role of the next award.
Yeah, this one is a fuck. I'll turn that gain down. There we go. A bit better. That's better. Yeah, this one goes. It's a unique one. So there's a lot of people obviously upload their own shows, but there's quite a few people sending their shows over to me, and I've got to convert them down because they always send them across in WAV or 320. So I've got to convert them down to 128 to play and upload to the app.
Aye.
So I come across whilst doing so some pretty impressive bars of red. I've been keeping a quiet tally all year. There's only been a couple of people that I've shown. Foresight's been one. Foresight likes looking at them. So loudest show of the year is between two people, and I'm very proud to say that it's two lads that I introduced to the station. They're going for it. They're giving it their all. They're intent. They're out there just wanting to deliver the loudest show. So this is it. Award for the loudest show. And one of the lads is in the chat and is thinking that it is him. So it was between Raider, who is here, and Kodiak. They are both... Well, there's been several occasions where you can't see blue for red. There he is, lads. We need a Danny Dyer kid from him.
Can you just do the little sort of Cockney sort of
fuck
wig?
his leg.
Fucking hell.
If anyone wants to sign us up to present next year's BAFTAs or something, we're available.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is between Raider and Kodiak. Kodiak was smashing it, but Raider came in, took it, and Raider's going to think it's going to him until 2 weeks ago when Kodiak came back in with a show that I couldn't see any fucking blue on at all. Loud as fuck. So impressive. Banging. Kodiak wins the award for loudest show of the year.
Kodiak, brick wall bad boy. There he is. Yeah, okay, just cut cut that one off. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Okay, right. Next award. Next award we can do between the two of us is best newcomer. Best newcomer to the station. Whoa. Oh, sorry, I've missed one. I apologise. Hold on. There's probably a sound for that.
It's appalling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get your act together.
Okay. The next award is for contributions to varied selections. Who is playing the widest range of delicacies, of audio treats and delights in their show. And it's obviously not me, because I play really about 4 people. I think generally get rotation on Coffee and Memes, which is Posse, Sully, and...
Now you found him.
Yeah, now that I discovered him, brought him out of obscurity. yeah, sure, he'd done a boiler room set 4 years ago.
Why didn't we do it?
I picked him up and turned him out.
We should have introduced a Rankins Newcomer Award and given that to Sully.
I should be to Friction. Friction should win Best Newcomer every year. The contributions to varied music is a man whose identity is very secretive. Although, if you sell merch or coffee, you do get his home address. A man who was kind enough to bring me pornography on DVD all the way from the Scottish Highlands. So the award here is for contributions to varied selections. Goes to our man, Chode, and his liberal paradise. Oh, hold on, we need the...
Look into it.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's
on
for
and
the
on
man
and
that
on.
manages to play punk, disco, drum and bass in the same 2-hour period without fail. There's that's literally it. Like, there's no one plays a more varied selection than him. It could only be one person.
Yep. And
Well done to a lot of people, because this station's very varied, but
Yep.
there's one man that just takes it away with that one.
You say that, but then me, you, and Jen in the WhatsApp, where Jen suggests that one of her friends wants to play, and you're like, "Yeah, listen, if you don't play drum and bass, I'm just not really into
Didn't
it."
say that at all.
Jen's like, "Yeah, he sort of plays hard trance, but it's good." Like, honestly, like, "Yeah, no, sorry, it's not really gonna. Yeah, it's not really gonna. I don't think he's gonna fit in."
he is doing that.
When there's no hard trance on Threshold.
Don't hang me out to dry here.
Throw you under the award for being thrown under the bus.
I thought the Benevolent Dictator Award was getting handed out, and instead it's getting lampooned. The way it's here. I won't take this.
Fine. The next award is on you, brother.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's saying like I'm not. You say I don't allow variation, and yet have you seen who's next?
All right, chill out, mate. Just don't get your knickers in a twist. Yeah, we've all had a rough year, okay?
This one again, and this is very broad, seeing as I think everyone's a newcomer this year, aren't they? Practically, bar like 5 or 6 people.
Certainly a significant portion. Yeah. I mean, we've only had one person leave this year.
2.
2?
The Fade and Black and the lads have gone.
Pardon? Oh yeah, right. Well, they always thought they were above us anyway, cunts.
I mean, we also.
We're going to host the Critical Music Podcast. Oh, go fuck yourself. What?
We could have also had an award for most annoying show of the year, and it would have been that fucking boat episode.
Oh, sweet Jesus. No, I love them dearly, obviously, but Jesus Christ, that
was only
fucking
because
boat
it played
episode.
for
About
13
9
weeks.
Yeah, God. We're on a boat. Shut up. Who do you think you are? Lonely Island? Unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, good riddance to the commie turncoats that are Fade Black and Bide, who have gone off to hire. And Constrict left last year, didn't he? Commie turncoat motherfucker. He's gone off to do a bi-monthly show on nudes. Unbelievable. What is this? What is Threshold? What? Some sort of feeder station where people that want to go off to, quote unquote, higher callings. Pathetic. Turncoat motherfuckers.
Some would say it's a proving ground.
A grooming ground.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, we're grooming them for greatness and for sex. But
which is why we're building the cupboards.
The award for best newcomer.
Yeah. Back on track. So this is. I mean, he said exactly what it is. It's the award for best newcomer. It was between a few people. There's been some interesting things happen this year. There've been some very interesting things happen this year. But there's been one person who's delivered a consistency of shows with material that, let's be honest, is pretty fucking unique. And he does it in a unique way. And what really topped it off was his Christmas special last week, which was an entirely made-up story of his own doing, which just sounded like the rest of his episodes. So it sounded entirely plausible, or as some sort of mythology. The award for best newcomer is the one and only Jack Devaney, aka World Around You, for Pause for Thought.
It's appalling.
Surprise,
didn't
motherfucker.
work. Didn't work though, did it?
Get over here!
Okay. Right, fine. Yeah. I don't know. Well done, Jack.
Well done, Jack. Well done, mate.
I think the best newcomer not only to shows on the station, but just also to the crew in general, I would say.
Yeah, well, that is encapsulated all upon that. He's definitely brought a certain level of unique approach,
yes,
and humour, and also knowledge. Like doing truth seeking with him is, I never know what I'm going to get, because he's got a brilliant knowledge of shit that I've maybe got a little bit of knowledge as well, but it's from an entirely different angle, and it just makes you think on your feet, like, what the fuck? I never expected that to happen at all.
I like to tune in sort of halfway through truth seeking and try and work out what the fuck you two are talking about. I don't know. It might have been that weird cartoon, Big Les or something, but there's still a word you were using consistently that I still don't know the meaning of.
What was it? What was it?
I can't remember. I'll have to have a look through the. We'll do this another time. But honestly, it was thoroughly enjoyable. I listened to about half an hour of it. It was kind of like a weird northern ASMR. I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was sort of calming and pleasing, but without having to really understand any of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, it's the same for us.
Is that what it's like living in the north?
Yeah, well, it's
no
just
one understands what each other are saying, but it's just kind of nice, isn't it? It just feels sort of friendly and like...
You get it out and you get on with your day, and you're like, yeah, it was that sort of conversation. It is.
Whatever, put the kettle on, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Paul Gravy, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Job's a good one.
That's that one done and dusted. Well done, Jack.
Sorted.
We're on next as well, by the way.
Yeah, good. Fine then.
Yeah, fine.
All right, fine. Okay, well, I'm not complaining. You can do the next. I mean, I'm sorry to say I actually didn't listen to the next. To the aforementioned, to the set mentioned.
You know what, mate? You would be able to, but I've been pestering them all year to try and get the fucking recording, and they won't give us it. So
both of them have been fairly socially distanced from the group for a while. I know one of them has the excuse of an offspring. I don't know what the other one's is. Maybe he's gone on to bigger and better things, like a lot of the people who present shows on the station.
Nah, still in Newcastle.
Okay, fine.
This one is sponsored by... who is it sponsored by? Is it sponsored by Boris or is it sponsored by the NHS? Or is it sponsored by It's sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline.
Wow.
The next award is sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline. Most socially distant set can go to... I mean, there's only two people who can go to, and that's Benage and Ames MC, for doing a set from about 300 miles apart. To the surprise of many people.
Sorry. I don't know where that came from. That was a very distorted, slowed down version of Breaks Don't Roll. I didn't think it was going to be that loud.
I will eat your ass.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Next
could only go to
award.
those.
I'm bored of that award. Go on. Neither of them are listening. Go on, move on.
Oh, cool. No, you weren't here for this. Oh,
I know I missed this. I haven't heard it. I still haven't. I mean, it's
there's no
like
recording.
threshold lore.
Yeah.
It's true. The stuff of myth and legend that I've never heard it.
This, much like the Bible, will only be passed down through word of mouth and like scripture, because there's no evidence of it. There were 4 or 5 of us who witnessed it happen, plus the man himself, who I don't think was conscious enough to know this was happening. But the award, this one is again, this is a prestigious award. I mean, this is Wilson's award, and everyone knows Wilson. What's my show called? And this is the Wilson's award for best What's My Show Called moment.
I might have a clip of. It's very possible I have a clip of Wilson here.
I've got time. I've definitely got time.
It's worth waiting for, isn't it?
100%.
Damn, maybe I don't. What's that?
All right, Rankin, you little soy.
No, that's Tyson Fury. No, sorry, that's not. That's actually it's not. It's not Tyson Fury. It's actually Edward Snowden. It's easy to get the two confused. Do you ever get them two confused?
All the time. I remember when Edward Snowden fought Deontay Wilder. It was a brilliant matchup, to be honest. In Russia.
Yeah, I do remember when Tyson Fury leaked all that information from the NSA. Anyway, that's just a personal message from one of them. I'm not sure which one. What's this?
I know your mustache is cool.
Okay, thanks, Alex Jones.
Cheers, Alex. Thanks, man.
I don't think I have any clips of Wilson right here. It's very sadly. What's this? No, that's Reach for the Stars by S Club 7. I'm all out of ideas. What kind of insane, disparate collection of clips do I have on this fucking soundboard? It doesn't make any sense at all. What's this?
Smoke weed every day.
Who knows?
Oh, fantastic.
Anyway,
Hey,
we all know
beautiful.
Wilson. He performed the most legendary set ever on Trickstar Radio, Off His Nut on Beans. He forgot the name of his show, and then afterwards he proceeded to pass out on the sofa and wet himself, and was then the next day fired from his role at
Is that
Trickstar
what he
Radio.
did? He passed out on the couch and pissed himself?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's true. I believe he now resides at Code South.
I found him.
Brighton's leading pirate radio station.
I found him.
Yeah.
Because we were looking for him one night and I managed to track him down on Facebook. I mean, I looked for Wilson, House DJ Brighton, and there's only one.
Yeah. He's quite Brexity, isn't he?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
He's a little bit, you know. You know what I mean?
He looks like he said out, so I voted out, so out. He says that a lot.
Yeah, Brexit means Brexit.
Yeah, he's like, I can't wait to get this. Do you know what? Give him no deal. Fuck them bureaucrats.
Don't care about a deal. We just want out. What are these
we
types?
just get the boats and take them back. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. God bless him.
We've sort of gone off on a little bit of a tangent here, but we've built it. We've built the hype. We've definitely built much like Baseman.
He built hype.
Others.
Yeah,
we've built the hype. This Wilson Award for Best What's My Show Called moment goes to Parallaxed for the 15 minutes that no one will ever hear when he couldn't get his tunes on, but didn't realise we could hear him talking through his mic while he's trying to get his tunes on. And we could hear the tunes coming from his headphones, but just not through. And he's effing, blaring, expletives are coming out. There's confusion. There's panic. There's a mixture of, there's an absolute mixture of emotions. But most of all, there was entertainment. Me, Build, and I think Foresight were in absolutely fucking stitches. And for that, it can only go to Mr. Parallax. Thank you very much for possibly the best quarter of an hour of the year.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Well done, Parallax. A true champion of the microphone on Threshold.fm, and possibly a sort of secondary award for. I mean, no one else is in the running for best ads.
No, I was gonna say he was all. I was gonna.
He's
He
a man out
also
on his
deserves the
own.
best production value.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's be on 100%. Like
His mic sounds a lot better than mine.
His everything he puts into his shows, his marketing, his little adverts, all the Budweiser advert collections he's got that he throws into shows, all the little bits, production value wise. I didn't want to give. Basically, no one has 2 awards.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
That's the thing.
Yep.
So I didn't want to, because then, I mean, well, we had 2. We've got fucking shitloads to read out, and I had a feeling we were going to spill up. I mean, we've blitzed these. We can drag the rest out.
Yep.
We can possibly even play some of the tunes, but. Yeah, by far the most effort put into shows, aside from the research that Jack does for work for Pause for Thought, production value wise, Parallax steals it.
Hundy P. Hundy P. Round of applause for our boy Para. Top lad. Right, the next award is a very special award. It is the high ranking. I mean, the thing is, if I name the award, everyone's going to know who it goes to. But it is a special award of mine. I wanted to give a personal award, and had to sort of concoct what it might be for my personal favourite member of the group, a man whose social media is largely is really the only social media that I want to see. Is I would say, I mean, when I think about deleting Instagram, which I think about deleting all the time, I also think maybe I could actually just reduce it down to 2 single accounts, and then that would be, it would be absolutely fine. And I will explain more about this in a second. The next award is the high-ranking award for dedication to the thirst. Which of course goes to our boy Thirsty Mitten. God bless him. He hasn't been in the Discord for quite a while, has he?
Oh, he dipped and came and dipped again.
He dips in and out. But Mittens,
He's had his dreads done recently, though. Looking
he
spectacular.
has. Jar bless.
Jar bless Rastafari.
100%. But if I was to if I do leave Instagram, I will step it down. And the first stepping down will be to only following Mitts and Andy the Cat, because it's what's not to like, really, about like Andy the Cat are obviously just close-up pictures of Andy, which great.
From every frame.
Brilliant. There's nothing not to like about that. And then Mitts' account is generally screen grabs of stuff that he's got on order. New iPhone, PS5, new laptop.
Pictures of his room with Coke cans in the background.
Yeah,
There's
and
lots of Coke cans.
and then him receiving the goods and enjoying the goods. There's nothing that I like. It's so wholesome. Just like,
It's like you get
Mitts
to
has
enjoy
ordered a
someone. You get to enjoy someone else's delivery experience.
Exactly. I mean, that's half of YouTube, though. It's just people watching other people unbox stuff or other people enjoy things. And I for some reason, I hate all of that on YouTube, but I really enjoy it when it's Mitts. Like, oh, he's got a PS5.
Oh, get in.
Sweet. Like,
He's got a new MacBook.
I get like really like happiness by proxy from watching Mitten buy stuff. If I was really rich, I might be like, give me some cash, go and buy something. Send me some
Watch
pictures.
you buy things. Is that your kink?
Yeah, there's
Not even paying for it, just watching him buy stuff and receive it.
Yeah, I would be his cash pig happily if I had any money. Because I look at it, I was like, fucking, I could never afford a PS5. I don't understand how it works. Like, God bless him, he's a postman. He's doing the most honest work out there. Like, I mean, do they get a lot of money?
Yeah, postman's pretty good, but it's pretty difficult to get in. Like, I've applied to be a postman a few times.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, but I mean...
The selection process is really tough because it
What do
pays
they have to
quite
do?
well.
What do you have to do?
There's a long questionnaire and entry test to get in to even get to interview
That's
process.
you screwed then, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Dick. That's Northern Dimwit screwed. Yeah, That's the fucking.
Come on,
that's
that's
the Geordie troglodyte crawling back in his cave to scratch on the walls forevermore. Because that's the level of intellect he's got. And sometime, maybe one day he'll pick up a rock and stop using his fingernails. Who knows? Perhaps not. Perhaps he'll just grind them away to the bone and he'll die in a pool of his own blood, not being able to convey a simple sentence upon a rock face.
They sent me this form. And I asked a friend, and they said that at the top you had to write your name, and I was out.
They said to put an X in the box. What the fuck's a box?
I can do the X, I just don't know where to put it. It's just as miserable down south. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm from the south.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're plastic northerner.
Yeah, my grandma and granddad have been...
Pumpy motherfucker.
My grandma and granddad since March have been hermetically sealed in the house. They've not been able to leave because my granddad's got no immune system.
Wow.
Like, they're currently locked away. They have been for 8 months. It's ridiculous.
Jesus Christ. Well, God bless them.
Yeah, no, not God. Like they don't need him.
All right, Jar bless him. No,
yeah, Rastafari.
Yeah, Rastafari to both of your grandparents, Jimmy.
Yeah,
How about
man.
that?
Fucking Ital bless. Just fucking throw them. Not the. Isn't it weird that the Rastas and Illuminati both do the triangle thing? Is there some sort of connection there?
I wasn't aware that the Rastas did the triangle.
It's
mean,
more like that, though, isn't it? It's not necessarily a triangle. It's more like that.
I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on, where do it again?
I'm not gonna.
I was looking at the list of the awards. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna let you scream. You think I'm stupid?
Yeah, that's been a nice end of the year. I grass you up for cultural appropriation.
Think I didn't grow up in the age of the internet.
Oh my God! Next award.
The next award is
anyway. That last award was high-ranking award for the dedication to the thirst. And Mitten, of course, basically the only person that ever posts pictures of sexy girls in the Discord.
Yeah, especially in the Discord. Yeah, fantastic. The next award is from Jen. Now, I'll be honest. I'm glad Jen came out with this because I was going to try and find one to go around this area anyway. But the next one is, as soon as I read out the title, it's going to be very obvious. We've already spoken about this man and his dedication to art. So the Power Jen Award for relentless oversampling could be the one and only Mr. Robert Goodlad Bildo Bartley.
God bless him. And God
Rolling
bless...
effects.
Okay, well, I think a fog off. Oh. I like the way I don't think I've ever listened to it all the way to the end. It really loses.
Parted at the end, didn't it?
It really loses commitment at the end, doesn't it? It's like a parent has walked in and it's just like, oh, fucking hell.
Oh, he said I'm not allowed out past 10.
Build wins award for, what was it? Relentless oversampling.
Yeah, which if you've tuned into any of his last 4 months of mixing, he's been on, like we say, he's been on a path of art. And Jen, this was all Jen's doing. He's making waves in ways that we can't imagine. You can't restrict that. You've got to just let the baby fly. You've got to let him catch his wings.
Yep. I mean, I see a lot of myself in Build, despite the fact he's older, has a family and, a more reasonable job than I do. But, I see a lot of my younger self in Build, in the sort of, just, he likes layering. He likes layering, in his music and his, productions and he layer things up.
Yeah, I mean, if there was an MC award, it would also go to him.
Yes, it would.
Yeah,
yes,
over Ames, without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have many MCs on the station, do we?
No,
is
but
that by design?
It's because Build sets a standard that most can't try and live up to, so they don't
play.
Join.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The next one. Now the thing is, right? He's not going to be listening.
He hasn't been about for a little, I don't know, a hot minute.
I know. And it's got to the point where I'm not even sure if he should get it.
Oh, I think he should.
Yeah, we're going to stick with it. Otherwise, I'd have changed it by now. But the next one, I mean, you've had your award, Jen's had hers. This is the Jimmy Budd Award for morning attendance. Now, even though he's dropped off the last month or so, he's been replaced by a couple of others. Until then, this guy was, he was my number one man. He was there with his breakfast buddy. I was there 5 minutes waking up out of bed, falling into a chair and turning the microphone on. So the Jimmy Budd Award for morning attendance goes to Mr. Stin.
Of course.
But obviously,
of course.
Obviously, given the irony and given the fact this had to be my award, he's not going to fucking be here.
That was Stin leaving. He's just been lurking. It's just like, is that the best you can do, guys? I've tuned in every fucking morning to listen to this bollocks. And that's the best you can do. Do
you want to read this one out?
Well, the next one.
Yeah. I think you should read this one out.
Yeah. Okay, all right, I'll read it. Fine. Yeah, hilarious. I mean, we've got 2 in a row here, haven't we?
Yeah, I'll do the next one.
Yeah.
And you've got a video. You've got a clip to play.
Yeah, I have, haven't I? Yeah, great. Okay, good. I put in all this work, guys, building you apps, websites, and all of this. And this is what I get in exchange. Abuse. The best Discord moment of this year, I would say, and God rest fucking hell, the best Discord moment I feel of all time is Robin's creation of the soy simulator, which I think might be just slightly before your time, Jimmy. Which it was I want to say July or August last year. Was Robin's creation of the Soy Simulator 3000 Discord bot, which ran rampant over the course of the day, leaving absolute destruction in its wake. Which was a Discord bot that when anybody said words like, when he said communism, it would reply with, true communism has never been tried. When he said, and it just all these different things. And then Joe, who was a thing at the time, basically took to arguing with a bot and just losing his mind in the most incredible way. And then he built another bot, and then they would trigger themselves, and it became a sort of weird sort of war between two bots. It was, an
AI argument.
Yes, exactly. I would say you had to be there. It's hard to sort of explain just how funny it was,
probably.
But Chode will certainly vouch for how funny. I think it may really have just been me and Chode and Robin that found it as funny as it actually was. Everyone else just realised they'd got like 75 notifications on their phone in the space of 2 minutes. I believe
Stranger was saying that he'd also tried arguing against it.
Yeah, he went for quite a while. He got very angry. In fact, I had to block him. I actually had to ban Stranger for being dreadful. Yes, the Joe era was a fun era. Anyway, and, you know... Where are you off to? What are you off? Where are we going? Don't give him airtime. Okay, no, fair enough. Very sadly, we shan't dwell on. Maybe I will talk about it at another time. But very sadly, we lost Robin a couple of weeks ago. But he will certainly be. I mean, God, he'd be gutted if the only thing he was remembered for was that one day in the Discord where he made that bra. His legacy stretches far and wide, but that was certainly as far as the Threshold Discord is concerned. That was undoubtedly a high point. But that was 2019. And so 2020, apparently, according to you bunch of cunts, the award for the best Discord moment is the time that everybody changed their name to High Ranking. Oh, ha, ha, ha. How we all laughed that day. Right, mid-episode of Coffee and Memes, I look into the Discord and suddenly there's about 17 fucking accounts called High Ranking with my picture, all saying appalling things. And having a right old good laugh as I try to provide a public service of amusement and banter, and all you can do is spit in my face.
I wanted to try and find. I couldn't find a way of getting the Discord scrolling back to that date because I wasn't fucking scrolling, but I didn't think I could search for a date, and I couldn't find which date it was. I was going to get loads of screen grabs, but I was going to basically is all you're getting from that. I didn't because I've done all this.
Yeah, well, all right, okay, fine. You've done
But
more than enough.
basically,
I'm not going to have a go at you for not finding evidence at the time you
what I was about to say
had a
was
go at me.
that was the extent I wanted to go to embarrass you, but I did
just enough.
So I've had some
Just,
restraint.
The minimum effective dose.
Yeah, just enough.
Yeah.
I don't
Cheers,
want to knock
mate.
you out. I just want to make it subdue you a little bit.
Fine. All right. Well, consider me subdued. I'll let Danny take over.
You should have him on your soundboard.
There he is. I mean, Jesus, the thing to the quotes of Danny Dyer to get on the soundboard are from, I don't know if you've ever seen him being interviewed in a nightclub by a woman who is a glamour model of some kind. I don't know how many different kinds of glamour model there are, but and he opens the interview by trying to sort of deep throat the microphone.
I think I've seen that. Yeah,
It's a classic. It's a family favourite. You sit the grandkids around on a Christmas day to watch that Danny Dyer interview. There's some choice. Also, him being interviewed at some sort of pornography awards is pretty choice. You get enough booze into him, stick a microphone in front of his mouth, nothing but gold comes out.
He's just had a great life.
Yeah.
Like that, what an existence that man's managed to have, and he's not had to be restrained at any point because people have loved him and laughed at him because he's Danny Dyer. He's never had to stop being Danny Dyer because that's what people find funny.
Yeah, they like angry Danny Dyer, happy Danny Dyer. All the many faces of Danny Dyer are appreciated universally.
Well, he started out with human traffic, which sets a standard that you're like, well, right, well, he's a BMX riding, dope, hash selling raver.
Yeah.
He's just lived that from there. And people be like, yeah, it's Danny Dyer. That's what we know him for, human traffic.
Do you see a lot of yourself in that character, Jimmy?
I had a different colour BMX.
Okay. Well, there's, maybe one or two. I've ever fallen asleep on the bog whilst on a sex line.
No, I've got to the point where
On the sofa?
you just rang the. You are?
I've fallen asleep on the sofa while on a sex line. In bed while on one.
No.
See where I'm going with this?
The only ones we ever rang were the free ones for advice, and then you just asked silly questions down the phone and put the phone down before they answered because you thought you were funny.
You are wild. The award for wildest youth goes to
Yeah, man. Crazy.
crazy time, crazy nights, lazy days.
Can't take me anywhere.
No. And now you can do this one if you like, Jimmy.
Yeah,
I think
this
you'd
one, and
enjoy
help-
this
thank
one,
you.
wouldn't you? Ha 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 ha, Jimmy Bud. Ha ha ha.
I do consider this an award to myself, even though it's really an award to you.
Sure, give yourself an award, mate. Why not?
No, it's definitely to you.
Okay, thanks.
This was your doing. I merely facilitated it, and so did Real Akeem actually. So big shouts to him as well. This is the most
he's banned
triggering.
as well.
Eh?
Yeah, you're both banned. How about that?
So the most triggering moment of the year goes to the day that I finally cracked Mr. High Rankin. Coffee and Memes episode 329, which I've currently put to non-subscriber only if people wish to have a listen back. Rankin versus Horn.
Yeah, I was so upset I put it behind a paywall.
Yeah, and I unleashed it yesterday just so people could listen to it from today. Would you care to play the clip that Mr.
Yes,
Parallax
I'll
had
play
put
the
in your
clip.
post?
Fine, let the dubstep clown play the clip.
I won't be able to hear it, will I?
You will, probably. I don't know, let's have a look. I hope you enjoyed Jimmy's last show, because that was his last. I will now be removing removing any evidence of James, of the radio host formerly known as James Budd, now known as my arch nemesis, for daring to utter the words Alex Horn. I would destroy Alex Horn in a fight. There's no, look, listen, guys, I'm a legit 2-stripe blue belt. Right, look. Fuck. Will you fucking stop talking about Alex Horn in the group, in the chat? I will end the Discord server. I will delete it. I will delete the station. All of it. I would tear both his knees apart within seconds. I would heel hook him to death. I would pull guard on that motherfucker so fast he wouldn't even know what's going on. Yeah. After that, lovely pud of fucking Alex Horn's ACL. Yeah. Pop. Hello. Ding ding. Okay. Sure. It's going to be at least a few weeks now of people just posting pictures of Horn. Fucking hell. Yeah,
That's it, yeah, isn't it?
in my more darker moments, that as a sort of loop just goes round in my head.
That's what happens if you take too many nos balloons.
Yeah,
Too much laughing gas.
yeah, just eventually, just through the thickness of the, just starts to pick its way out. Just little peaks of it, little transients just start coming through. Yeah. Hilarious. Ha ha. How much we all laughed. Oh,
do you know what?
laugh. I thought my trousers would never dry.
I listened back. That was the first time I'd ever listened back to it, and it buckled us as much there now as it did then.
Good for you.
Oh mate, it's an amazing moment. Really constantly posting them while you were talking. You were just
I don't know how he could make memes that fast.
I was pumping them out.
Unbelievable.
Astounding rate.
Fastest memer in the West. Or in the East, rather, but, you know.
Just on the template, like, bow, 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 bow.
He's a wild man. Well, God bless him. Yeah, he's banned.
Right.
Anyway.
I mean, would you care to announce this one, obviously?
This next award is really the most prestigious award of all the Lobster Awards. One, because it has an actual physical award, which has been made by Power Gen to the power of Gen. Gen to the power Gen to Gen.
Oh, yeah, I'm pow to the Gen. Pow, yeah, I'm pow to the Gen.
Not a lot of people know that Jen actually did all of the bars. She actually wrote all of the bars to Pow.
And Jen is actually Lethal B if you've never seen her in real life.
What a revelation that would be. People would never actually realise that Lethal Bizzle was actually Jen in a wig.
He's gone from doing grime to doing a buy. He does 2 times a week on a threshold, playing hardcore and talking about really nice stories.
Yeah, remember Lethal Bizzle?
Do you remember you used to talk about stealing and that?
He used to talk about shanking mans.
A cat got saved from a tree.
They're taking dogs to retirement homes now to comfort people with Alzheimer's. Lethal Bizzle reporting.
It's Lethal Bizzle Records.
Jen has made a physical award for this, which is fantastic. It is the Golden Lobster Award. Jimmy, would you explain what this award is for?
I mean, this is an award for most dedicated listeners, really. So people that are always about, that try to tune into every show, that are always in the chat, that are actually sound in the chat. The people, I mean, you'll notice that the names are all people that they haven't got a show themselves. Mm-hmm. They're dedicated to the cause, even though they're not about. It was a very tight toss-up between the first 2. Who are always in and around, so they deserve a mention. But in the end, it came down to one person who I think most people would agree is, dedicated as they come.
100%. Hundy P, do you want me to announce it or shall you?
Yeah, you go for it, my friend.
Well, I would like to announce that the Threshold 2020 Golden Lobster Award goes to our boy, Big Gord. Hundy P, Gordon, there he goes. Just the lovely music with you hacking your guts up in the background. Let's try that one again.
Let Danny appear while you do it. That's what I was laughing at.
Gordon wins the Golden Lobster Award for attendance, enthusiasm, being for the cause, and generally being an all-round golden lobster. It was between him. Stin was certainly in the running because it had to be someone who didn't have a show.
Yeah. I'll be honest, the closest one that came to it who deserves a special mention is Rob Humphries.
100%. 100%.
It was between those two. It was always between those two. They're always in the chat. They're always staying for everyone's shows. They haven't got their own show, and it doesn't get more dedicated than that. So big up to both of them.
Real Akeem as well was certainly, consideration. Wodge, 100% in the running. But our boy
Mr. Monkey Z, but yeah.
Yeah. But our boy Big Gord certainly has come through as the front runner on that one. So literally, I'm going to say to everyone else, you need to fucking step your game up.
Yeah,
guys,
you need to work hard.
Like,
Do better.
Seriously, you need to do better. Like, you need to do a lot better. Yeah, if you want to win 2021 Golden Lobster, like, you're really going to have to be like, there, fucking, you need to get those notifications. You need to be straight in the fucking Discord. Yeah, as soon as show
tidy
starts,
your room.
every show, you need to get those dust bunnies from under your bed. You need to fucking tidy your. Honestly, you need to start ascending the dominance hierarchy. Like, seriously, can you imagine like a really like sort of like catty gay Jordan Peterson? Like, he's just really sassy and really like, seriously, like if you want to sort your act out, like you need to tidy your room because your room's a fucking mess. And like, how do you even think you're going to extend
RuPaul's 12 rules of how to live your life?
12 rules for life. It's like, if you even want to ascend the dominance hierarchy and actually find some fucking meaning in your life, you need to take on some responsibility.
Girlfriend.
What's he called? Gaiman Peterson? I don't know. Jordan
Pussyson.
Jordan Petersman. Okay, welcome to Cumtown. We're live.
I'll be honest, that's what I'm aiming for. That's what
I'm trying to be. Yeah.
Yeah, all I've listened to for the last year, aside from this station, is Tim Dillon and Cumtown.
Yeah, me too.
Like, yeah, I've just morphed into a combination of fucking two. Like,
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Pretty much.
When I start coming out with shit parody songs, it's game over.
Yeah, that's it. When you like start coming up with like terrible parody songs about like pussy
and ass.
Pussy and ass.
I got my dick in her ass.
Yeah. Oh, baby, when you fuck my ass, I just. I don't know if anyone else has listened. I don't know if anyone else has listened to Cumtown, but this is pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's basically a group of three guys almost saying the N-word for an hour. It's pretty much.
Yeah, wait. It's two lads trying to stop the third from saying the N-word. Let's be honest.
Pretty much.
That's exactly what it is.
Anyway, the Golden Lobster Award goes to, of course, your boy Big Gord. Is he in the chat? Or there'd be the one, literally the one time that he's not listening.
No, he said he's humbled.
Is he? Oh, that's. I don't see it as a humbling award. I mean, I see it as an award that you should be trying to have people not use your full name for when they're giving it out. But listen, guys, I've kind of got a career to think about. I appreciate it, but please, could you perhaps offer it to me under an assumed name? I think it might be. Yeah. There should be a Wesley Snipes. There should be a Wesley Snipes award for something like that. I don't even know where Snipes is.
Well, that's the thing, mate. Where's he been? Well, I've not seen him since Ghislaine got tucked out.
Well, that is an interesting. Do
you want to connect the dots?
The last thing I heard of him was he was responsible for one of the shootings in Chaz in Seattle. That he'd taken over from that guy. Who was the sort of warlord running the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone?
Yeah, I know what you're about.
Can't
remember his name.
Anyway, fucking Snips is throwing around an AK with reckless abandon, and that
on
was the last
Capitol
I heard
Hill.
of him. Capitol. Yeah, he also was responsible for burning down a couple of 5G towers in Holland earlier in the year.
Was he the one that parked that RV outside in Nashville the other day and blew it up?
Well, he may well have been. I don't know. I haven't heard from him in 6 months maybe. But if you're out there, Wes, come home, mate.
Yeah,
It's time to come
contact
home,
us, please.
please. Just there's a lot of people that care about you, and just come home.
Shall I announce the next? I think I've got to announce the
What's
next.
that long cigarette you've got?
It's exactly that, my friend.
Is you just
It's a trucker's
truck
cigarette.
driver
isn't that what they
cigarette,
call-
just so you don't want it to run out? Yeah.
Yeah, it's because we've got a 2-hour show.
Drivers don't drink smoke Vogues.
Pardon? Vogues? Do you look a Vogue?
Those Vogue cigarettes.
Vogue cigarettes?
Are the long thin ones.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you got
They used to
Super
do,
King. I
they used to
can't
do
see any of
Dunstables
this.
as
He's
well.
smoking a drug reefer.
Ah, I
Hayley.
can't see anything.
God bless you, so innocent, so pure.
Bougie.
So bougie, yeah, that's it. Oh, truck drivers don't smoke their sort of Parisian long, cigarettes. That's what models smoke, not those fat-assed hairy motherfuckers.
I'm sorry, I'm pissed now. I'll finish this bottle of champagne while you've been going.
I know. What did I have?
Well
Too
done, Hayley.
small.
Well done.
Too God bless her.
The next award.
The Hayley Award for bougiest drum and bass goes to John B. of A Fog on Friday.
No, surely it goes for the Dimension for dance floor drum and bass.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, Dimension needs some sort of award for sacrilege. I don't know.
Dance floor drum and bass
Heresy.
specials.
Yeah.
Also,
wasn't he selling a hoodie for like 65 quid or something that just had like a little embroidered thing on it that said Dimension?
I try
pretty
not
sure.
to follow that man in any stage of his life.
Fair enough. Understandable.
Most of all his music.
I think
So-
that's the end of the Lobster Awards, which
That was the obviously the Golden Lobster was the biggest lobster award. We're now on to what we call the Good Times Awards, which, as I explained while you were doing that thing before when you couldn't listen, was awards for people from outside the station who we may have mentioned, who we've talked about through the year.
Yes.
Yes. So the first one is, 2020 has been a year of division.
Sure.
It's been a year of protest. It's been a year of fighting back. It's been a year of justice. It's been a year of movement. It's been a year of mostly doing that on a digital front because of the plague that's currently in existence.
Oh, we're Plague Island now, I believe, according to a New York Times article referring to England as Plague Island.
You can't call it the Wuhan flu, but you're allowed to call it the UK corona strain.
You're allowed to call it Plague Island. Yeah,
London Lurgy.
Okay, the London Lurgy. That was it, the London Lurgy. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So this is the White Woman on Twitter's award for wokeness.
Yes.
Very prestigious award. And this is awards for essentially people in and around the music scene who have gone that extra mile in order to right the wrongs in all variations of division. Now, there were 3 contenders. I'll name the runners-up first. The first runner-up would be, it's an astounding effort, and he was very close. But it's David Guetta for playing that tune where he sampled I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King, whilst playing a set on the top of a skyscraper the day after, or a couple of days after George Floyd had died. So even I think he made a speech over the tune saying he could come together through music.
Yep, there was a tweet involved as well. Where
what?
There was a tweet involved of him saying, I'm just trying to dig it out. I can't do it verbatim. I shouldn't have mentioned this because I can't remember. I can't remember it, and without actually being able to read it out, it's completely worthless. And there's no way I'm going to be able to find it right now. Ignore the last 30 seconds of what I just said.
Absolutely, we'll breeze through that. Watch this professionalism. So David Guetta, he went that extra mile, and he essentially spoke for everyone when he said that this tune and this set, and me being on top of this skyscraper right here, right now, is going to end racism.
And it did.
It did for a brief period until someone else did something. David Guetta ended racism, and that was a runner-up.
Do you think that there might have been a small I mean, how long was the moment between him dropping that tune and the next incident of racism? Do you think that he maybe, just for that little moment, there was a little bit of calm,
8 to 12 seconds.
But what an 8 to 12 seconds, am I right?
It was a utopia for that time.
It really was.
That was as close to perfection as this society
It was
will ever get.
as close to MLK's dream, of
Yeah.
kids of all races, colours and creeds just playing together in a sandpit and just having a bloody good time.
Playing together, putting chairs through windows and just robbing stores.
MLK's dream of just black people, white people, any race, colour or creed,
mainly
just
white people,
throwing
let's be honest.
bins through windows.
Mainly white people.
Predominantly
At
white
black
middle-class
marches.
people throwing bins through windows.
Yep.
Destroying the property of black business owners. That was
Yep.
MLK's dream.
Whilst they stand there going, we're on your side, please don't fuck up my store.
Yeah, well, literally,
Smash.
huge signs out. We're on your side. In goes the flaming bin. God bless David Guetta.
So, the next runner-up is, I don't know if this is going to cause any problems, but it's Hospital Records.
Wow.
For the videos came from, is it Chris? It's Introspective, isn't it? Or not Introspective, it's Introspective.
In perspective.
In Perspective, that's the one. His videos explaining his time at hospital in light of their efforts or their reaction to the George Floyd incident and the whole blackout campaign and saying how they were going to help. And then we could possibly say a token they threw in the direction after being exposed by Chris in Perspective.
Yeah. It's fucking hell. I mean, just, yeah. If you talk about making things worse, I think the Threshold Award for making things worse goes to Hospital Records, who not so many moons ago had to denounce the work of Mr. Bishy.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they haven't got form. I mean,
It's a track record.
imagine like Tony Coleman just getting a call. That first time, Tony Coleman gets the call. It's like, hello? All right, Big Tone. Mr. Bishy? What? Yeah, okay. What, the sort of autistic weird guy? Yeah. Bring up his Facebook. Just have a look, scroll down. You're down. You look at, now go into the comments, yeah? Oh my god! Oh my god! He said, "Oh Jesus! Oh fucking hell! Oh, for God's sake! I was trying to have an afternoon off."
That printer tune was going to make us so much money.
Jesus Christ! That printer tune's got 400,000 views on YouTube. He's talking about the shape of skulls. Jesus, for God's sake!
He's on it even more now. Like that bloke's on a one-man renegade.
Mr. Bishy?
Yeah.
I haven't checked in on him for a little while. I like to do a sort of cursory glance of him and Twisted Individual just every so often, just to see what they're up to. See how tinfoil hat Twisted's got, and sort of what level of like race realism or whatever like Mr. Bishy's on. just to know. And through my fingers, just scrolling down, looking at it, just going, oh, sweet Jesus. Anyhow, as you were saying, to carry on for the actual Hospital Records moment in question.
Well, that's the runner-up. We basically summed it up, and it was when Chris in Perspective pointed them out that they were not very representative whilst claiming to be, so he was only ever invited in the room as a black man when they basically needed a black man there to do a meeting with J-Star, when they did the compilation with is it J-Star?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be referring to their post where they say, we're opening up a special position.
That was what I was
for a black
to, yeah.
person. and then someone who I believe was Indian said, can I join? And they went, no, sorry, you can't.
You're the wrong colour.
Sorry, you're the wrong colour. You're not quite
Not dark
black
enough
for us. And then they had to block comments on their Instagram. And
well, they're the runner-up for that because the winner is, I believe, this year. We've been through the most difficult year that most people have ever lived. 2020 has been insane. The pandemic was like nothing anyone's ever seen. In light of which, a lot of people try to do their bit to just help, just try and be good citizens and come out in a time of need and help to get people through this time. So the winner for this is a certain radio station. I wouldn't say a rival by any means, but a certain radio station for their efforts in the fight against COVID and basically their show of appreciation to the NHS. And that would be Block to Blocks #GetWet for the NHS, which was their wet t-shirt bikini contest live stream set that they had planned for the NHS. All female DJs, bikinis or wet t-shirts, in aid of the National Health Service, because that's what the people want. And that's what really, really encapsulates the spirit of the National Health Service.
Yeah, because let's remember, the National Health Service is a charity that we all need to be raising money for. It's not like we all raise money for it by the taxes we pay. We need to be actively raising money. And what better way to do it than have a wet t-shirt competition of female DJs?
At a time when, in the past couple of years, there's been a huge drive on female DJs getting more respect for being just DJs and not being in any way like pointed out for their sexuality or the fact that they're female. What really hits that home is to get them to do a wet t-shirt contest DJ set for our hard frontline workers.
Hey, look, God bless them. It was actually girls that came up with the idea
know.
and had a load of girls, female DJs, on board for it until the internet decided, nah, we're not into this. Which is kind of like, which sort of throws the whole thing on its head, really. Like,
It does.
In the, hold on a second, shouldn't lasses be able to do what they want? Like, they're like, no, sorry, you're letting the whole side down. We're cancelling the lot of you.
As much as I'm taking the piss, they all agreed to it and came up with the idea. And it was the fact that, yet again, it was people who were speaking as a third person, being a critic, being like, you shouldn't do this. When they should be in their full right. They're the ones who made the decision in the first place. But it's 2020. That's exactly what you expect.
Sorry, that's 2020 feminism. It's not, women aren't allowed to, make their own decisions. They have to go through a sort of board of approval, I guess, predominantly presided over by men on the internet before they can make any of their own choices. But God bless them, they're having a crack, aren't they?
That's the rules, isn't it?
So that was the White Woman on Twitter award for wokeness.
I think that might be one of the ones we put in a frame on Instagram.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, probably.
The next award, I think, is an award that, quite honestly, I don't think enough drum and bass, particularly drum and bass, but just sort of music and really media, sort of in general, media conglomerates, companies, TV stations, radio stations don't have enough of, and that's the award for Best Pirate.
Yeah.
Which really, as soon as you hear the name of that award, no one is under any illusion as to who is winning that award.
No.
So there is
it's a one-man race. It's a one-legged race, really.
It is. It's a one-man peg-legged race all the way to the top. Of course, the award for Best Pirate goes to Groove Rider. It's really, unless you listen to that one episode of Coffee and Memes, like, it's just going way over your head. The award for Best Pirate undoubtedly goes to Groove Rider. God bless him. Straight out of Dubai.
If we're getting caught for a 20 bag.
Sweet Jesus. I'd love to get the real, full story on that.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think he's open to talking about it? I don't know. I mean, I'd maybe offer him a bit of cash. Come on the show and give the full fucking rundown. Is it true that
Groove Rider, I want to come and talk to you on the show. What, do you want to talk about my expansive career as a DJ?
No.
All of the efforts I put in drum and bass and its evolution and its
absolutely
progression.
not. I don't want to talk about Radio 1. I don't want to talk about early dead. Literally nothing. There is a sort of small couple of year segment of your life that I'm very interested in.
Tell me when you get locked up for a 20 bag.
Oh, God bless him. Is it true that Pete Tong pulled some strings to get you out? I don't know. I just I think the people deserve to know.
100%. 100%.
The next is for best live performance not associated with Trickstar Radio. or with Threshold,
No.
We had to take Trickstar out because obviously almost every show on Trickstar would have won that. But the best live performance outside of the realms of Threshold or Trickstar. Jimmy, you can take over for this one.
Yeah, did you see this one?
Yes, I did. Yes, it was magical.
This one goes to that Psytrance DJ who fell asleep on his live stream and then did the same the week after.
I believe he lives upstairs from me.
What? Really?
No, there's just a fucking similarly A-grade bellend who lives above us.
Yeah, is that the people playing the drum circle?
Doing the bongos, yeah. We've had
Yeah.
Did we have words last night, or was it the night before, Hayley?
It's all a bit of a blur the last week. Night before, I think.
Night before, we had to have another word, did we?
Yeah.
We've been speaking to their landlord as well, and
Ooh.
we're escalating
Yeah.
matters.
High
Yeah.
ranking.
Why are you just fucking rear naked choking?
I mean, I think he might be Polish, and therefore he's probably got tough older brothers.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So I just
He's surprisingly strong as well.
last thing I need is Wodge coming around kicking my head in. You know what I mean?
You don't want that.
No, I'm not about that beef life. You know what I mean?
No. This has to go to that Psytrance DJ. There's no one else played as well. People might have played better music, but no one was more entertaining.
People have certainly played better music. Let's be honest with that.
I was sugarcoating it. Like, the best part of his set was the moment he fell asleep. People have looked into it and seen like possible strips of downers around him, like blister packs with tablets in that are then progressively getting emptier through the set until the moment he falls asleep. There's only one person he could go to, and if it wasn't like Parallax having his 15 minutes, it was that. So it has to be that.
Well, there we go. Well done that one Psytrance DJ for winning an award on this station that he will almost certainly never hear about.
That's the only time I will ever in any way, shape or form praise a Psytrance DJ. It's for the fact that he stopped playing his music.
Yeah, that is perfectly reasonable. The next award is for Good Times Guy. Now, Jimmy, earlier we were discussing this. We both made claims, both claims for who should win this.
Yep.
So you felt it should be comedian and podcaster Tim Dillon, and I think that's a very reasonable suggestion. I also suggested Mitch McConnell, who I don't really. I mean, I don't understand much about American politics, but when when they've gone through a whole process to give people money because of coronavirus, and they redid everything to give everyone $2,000 rather than 600 quid, and then one person is able to step in and go, yeah, nah.
No,
You know what?
Right.
Fuck the lot of you. We're gonna give it to Saudi instead. Sorry, guys. Bonk! I don't understand any of it. So, but he's certainly a runner-up for a Threshold.fm Good Times Guy of the Year. But for me personally, Good Times Guy of the Year undoubtedly has to go to Professor Pantsdown, the sage professor who was caught breaching his own lockdown rules to shag his polyamorous beekeeper missus. I mean, what a lad. What a ledge, right? Come on, ledge. Ledge of the year, yeah? I mean, he's like, come on, I fucking had the Rona. Probably immune now. Nobody knows. Well, I'm not going to go and lash my mistress. Fuck yeah. I mean, I believe that's how he speaks. I mean, I think a lot of the people on Sage speak like that. I mean, God bless him, right? Him and Cummings as well. I mean, Cummings was certainly in the running for Good Times Guy of the Year.
Oh, 100%. So was Hancock.
Witty, maybe as well. Have you seen those pictures of Matt Hancock playing football?
Yeah, it's horrific.
It just encapsulates the whole year, really. When
Rudy Giuliani could have been there as well.
Fucking Rudy Giuliani certainly could. I mean, Jesus, he's had a hell of a year. Jesus, ahead of the year, from being stitched up on Borat to then the whole leaking hair dye situation to
Prince
giving
Andrew.
He had something. Oh, Prince Andrew for Good Times Guy of the Year. Yeah. I mean, I think we should probably steer away from giving nonces awards. I mean, I'm not saying 100%, but I mean, I'm just saying, just as an advisement, like, you know, like when you get your car gets through the MOT, but there are advisements, like a little like, sure, okay, like, you know, he's got the award, but just thinking, you know, moving forwards, maybe the Jimmy Savile Award for charity is not one. The Jeffrey Epstein Award for philanthropy. Just a thought.
All right, fair play.
Anyway, so I guess this is a joint award then between the Professor Pantsdown and Tim Dillon. If there's anyone who listens to Threshold that's not listening to the Tim Dillon podcast, I don't know what you're doing with your life, quite honestly.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's the best. But the next award, Hayley, you can announce this if you want. It's the award for Good Times Gal.
If you want to start with runner-up.
Can you say that? Don't break anything.
Okay.
I can't see anyone.
I don't even know who this is.
You don't know who either of these people
No,
are?
I know who one of them is. I don't know who the other one is. Who's the runner-up?
Belle Delphine.
That's the runner-up, guys.
Belle Delphine is... Jimmy, would you like to describe the work of Belle Delphine?
She's what Merck would 100% describe as an ethot, which is ironic given that's now what he is since live streaming.
Yes, he is. And he's my favourite ethot.
Yep. She made a killing being basically cosplaying and taking pictures of herself. First of all, with clothes on, now with clothes off on OnlyFans and such. Now she has a porn account. She was selling a bathwater, which made a killing.
Yep.
She's basically the sort of, I don't know, like the queen of that, really, I suppose.
She got very famous very quickly.
Insanely quickly.
And then disappeared.
And then reappeared.
Apparently
with the thought of going, I'm going to start doing porn.
Yeah, God bless her. She's a feminist icon.
She is a feminist icon. That's why she's runner-up for Golden Gal of the Year. Good Times Gal of the Year.
Golden Gal.
But she's by no means a touch on the winner.
Hayley, would you like to announce the winner of 2020's Good Times Gal of the Year?
The winner is Priti Patel.
What can we have here? I think...
Get your act together. Dinosaurs don't come from the government.
Okay. Okay. All right, then.
Oh my God, Jackie!
Yeah, Jackie.
Jackie Stallone there, bringing in the award for the Threshold Diet Events Good Times Gal of the Year.
As is tradition.
Priti Patel. Babe, is this a good time to announce that... I mean, are we doing the whole sort of like... I don't know, it's a common thing in couples for like, you go like, you've got like one celebrity hall pass, you know. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like that's only all right when you've been married.
Oh, you got to be married for that?
Yeah, so we've got to get married first and then you can
Well,
have a
like
hall
I
pass.
asked, but now like COVID
and that.
You know, I'm trying.
Well, yeah, who would you request?
Well, Priti Patel.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. What about Threes Up?
Yeah, she's pretty thick.
Okay. Do you think Priti Patel would just strap one on and shag us both? I think that's probably what's going to happen in that situation, isn't it?
Yeah, let's give her a ring. She can fuck us into 2021.
All right, I'm just going on the phone now. God bless her. Yeah, Priti Patel, certainly a source of division in 2020. I mean, some people see her as a sort of sexual tyrannosaurus, and others as a
tyrant,
as an authoritarian tyrant.
Yeah.
I feel that probably it's somewhere in between.
I feel it's the former. 100%.
God bless her. Priti Patel. There you go. Good Times Gal of the Year. That's the Good Times Awards are done now. And we're now into the very boring music awards, which is the legitimate awards.
Yeah, we can blitz them.
Yeah, we just smash through them if you like, mate.
Yeah, right.
Few bits
Have
and
you got?
bobs.
You haven't got any of the music, have you?
Christ, no. No way. Absolutely, not a chance.
Right.
And particularly
Well,
not since I've been kicked out of my Spotify account since I've been hacked.
What's been played?
What's been played?
Yeah. On your Spotify account.
A load of sort of like really weird, kind of acoustic, sort of East Asian. It sounds like sort of East Asian country music. It's very confusing. Like, it's the sort of stuff where if you ever go and do like a Thai boxing camp in Thailand, it's the sort of weird stuff they have on
Playing in the background.
In the background, yeah. So I suspect that what's happened is that my account got hacked, and then the details got handed over to one of those like Spotify streaming farms.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on there. So I'm pleased, that at least some of the money that I pay to Spotify is going to a worthy cause.
You're essentially doing a charity.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll blitz these. We'll get basically to the main one. Dubstep track of the year. The only person that's bothered about this is Stranger. It's Epoch with Attraction VIP. You haven't got a clip of that to play. That's fine.
I haven't heard it. Won't have no cause to.
Fantastic. Brilliant. It's a really nice tune, actually.
I'm sure it's lovely. Next.
The disdain.
Listen, mate, in probably about five to 10 years, I'll be back on the circuit playing Bro Step at Butlins. So
probably, yeah.
we'll talk about it
face,
then.
Mate. Strangers next. Strangers Little Award. No, it's not. It's a regular sized award, the same as all the other awards. We're all equal in this society. Strangers Dubstep Artist of the Year goes to Enigma Dubs.
Fine. Whatever. Yeah, next.
Album of the Year goes to Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo. That's a fucking cracking album.
Fair
Fuck you.
play. I was going to give it to Tom Waits for Rain Dogs. I think that came out in sort of late 1970s, maybe early 80s. But fine. If you want to give it to something released this year, then I guess Freddie Gibbs. It's fine.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm giving it to. Label of the Year goes to Deep Jungle.
Very nice. Good choice. Fair play.
Artist of the Year is not the one that's on there. It's Sully. And I had a fucking clip for that I've sent you over, but I've just done it now.
What this here?
Yeah, do the things.
That's best artist. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. It's...
And then
The nominees for Best Artist are...
Hold on, is it going to announce the wrong artist, though?
No.
Okay, sorry.
The nominees for Best Artist are... Sully, Special Request, Unit, and Coco Bryce. And the winner is... Sully!
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, nice one, Sully. Good stuff, mate. It's lucky,
next one-
lucky that I discovered you, isn't it?
Yeah, you got him out of nowhere.
In much the similar way that, Frank Zappa discovered Wildman Fisher on the streets of LA, singing songs, for a dime, and took him off the street, recorded an album for him, and then stuck him in I believe the politically correct term is nut house. Very similar to that story.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Anyway, next award.
You've got a clip for the next award. It's pretty unique, and it just run the clip.
Okay, fine. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the nominees for Tour Award for being the most tour are... Mackie G, Tour. Mackie G, Tour. Mackie G, Tour. And Mackie G, Tour. And the winner is... Tour by Mackie G.
Hell. Jesus.
Mind blown.
That is mind blowing.
Mind
wow. And to collect the Mackie G Tour Award for being the most tour is Hayley Simpson of luckypineapplebars.co.uk.
Com.
All right, sorry, .com.
Please.
Of onlyfans.com/Hayley Simpson. So obviously Mackie G couldn't be here because he thinks he's too good for us. So you're here instead.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Pretty awesome.
Pleased with yourself, are you?
Highlight.
Great. Okay, next award goes to... How does this compare to winning Website of the Year for the Breakfast Club?
It's just incomparable, to be honest.
Yeah.
Safe answer, very diplomatic.
Incomparable.
Next award. The next award is for Shoe Thrower of the Year, which is, like the Golden Lobster, frankly, one of the only awards worth having, and maybe the high-ranking award for dedication to the thirst. Shoe Thrower of the Year. There were a few bits and bobs in for it. I'm somewhat saddened that there's no Russian Eurofunk in there, but hey, what you gonna do? The tracks in the running are Special Request, Spectral Frequency, Sully, Swan Dive, Clips, Ms. Banks, Ms. Dynamite, and various other unmarried women. JK, again, Special Request versus Paul Wolford. What, even versus himself?
Yeah, himself. It's the bipolar remix.
Bit egotistical, isn't it? Break and DLR, City Slickers, Skeptical remix. J Magic, Arabian Nights VIP. A solid bunch of gear by anyone's standards. Do I have a clip for this, or is that it?
No. We were going to have one, but
we?
we don't have one. It's all right. It's the one that the.
I should probably get this up on something because do you think we should play a clip to it or nah?
A little bit to it. Yeah, I'm going to play it later as well. It's fine.
The probably the most amusing part of this award is that we're going to have to try and get in contact with him, and.
And send him a golden trainer.
Jen has made an incredible award for this, which is an Air Force One trainer sprayed gold on a plinth with a plaque and everything. And we're going to have to then dog this bastard on social media going, hi, mate, yeah, we're a sort of really obscure radio station.
Let's be
very
honest,
small,
it's probably the most famous out of a lot of them.
We've got a very small but very dedicated following. And we've given you this really weird award. Can you give me your home address?
Let us send you this second-hand trainer that we sprayed gold and stuck on a plinth for you to celebrate the fact that you won our Small Radios Tune of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine, no problem.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be really up for this. Anyway, this award is, of course... Spectral Frequency by Special Request. I believe me and you, Jimmy, argued over how long the intro was. I said 45 seconds, you said longer than that. So I think we can probably settle this now, particularly as we've only got 2 minutes of the show left. So I'll just skip it on to...
You can't skip it because then it's longer than 45.
Listen, I've got the numbers here, mate. All right, I can see the numbers. We're getting in. See, it's building up now. We're at, I don't know, maybe 40 seconds now or something. I don't know, maybe 41. Probably somewhere in the region. 40.
It's gone well past it, hasn't it?
42, probably. 43. 44-ish. 44 and a bit. 45. There we go.
Yeah, of course.
Bang on 45 seconds.
But yeah, spot on, mate, yeah.
Yeah. If my name is not Wilson of Trickstar Radio, then that was 45 seconds.
100%.
The Shoe Thrower of the Year goes to Special Request, Spectral Frequency, which is an absolute banger of all by anyone's standards, really. You've got your whole sort of, business at the beginning, and then there's that amen bit with the sort of big 808 bass malarkey, and there's got a sort of vocal at the top. I mean, what more to life is there, quite honestly?
If it's not Tor.
Yeah, it could be Tor, couldn't it? We probably could. Yeah, all right. I'll take that back. The award for the Shoe Thrower of the Year goes to Mackie G Tor. The award is special request, spectral frequency, shooter thrower of the year. In my humble opinion, also the opinion of the Northern Ferret, Jimmy Budd.
Cheers, mate.
So, what more to say is there than that?
Not in. Can we
Fucking
fuck off?
nothing.
I need a piss before World Around You joins in.
I'm absolutely dying for a piss. Guys, it's been one of the best years I've ever had. And Hayley, best year of your life, would you say?
Fuck yes, definitely.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's the kind of positivity that we bring on this station. Guys, thank you for tuning in. That's been a thoroughly enjoyable 2 hours of my life. But it's up to you whether or not.
Don't know if I've been as enthusiastic, but yeah, it's been.
I had a good time, mate. Do you know I had a?
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's fine. Was it?
4-star TripAdvisor.
Oh, no, that's not bad.
It's never perfect, but
it's like a 4-star Uber rating. That's basically this was the worst trip of my life. Guys, I believe Jimmy, you're up next, are you? Is that right?
yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I'm going for a piss.
Okay. Well, Jimmy's going to go and pass liquid out of his flaccid peen, and me and Annie are going to go home and drink and eat. I believe is that correct, or are we?
Yeah.
Are we going to the Volks?
Oh yeah, they've given us the key.
Wow! Imagine that, the key to the Volks. Incredible scenes. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll be back next Wednesday. Jimmy's back basically now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that's not really the attitude, is it?
I'm sure I'll perk up after I've just relieved myself.
Okay, well, you go and empty your bladder, mate, and God bless you. Thank you very
Take it
much
easy,
to
mate.
everyone who has tuned in this year. You all hold a special place in my heart and in my ass. So here's to another year of 2-bit insanity. Where's that one?
Where's the soundboard?
All right, come on, what have we got? I think we'll see it out with one of these. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, see you, yeah. Wait, how do I make it stop?